The Stonewall riots were a series of spontaneous, violent demonstrations by the members of the LGBT community against a police raid that took place in the early hours of June 28, 1969, at the Stonewall Inn located in Greenwich Village in New York. They are widely considered to be the single most important event leading up to the gay liberation movement and the modern fight for LGBT rights in the UK and the United States. But has anything changed since then? Since 2006, numerous regions in Russia have put in place varying laws restricting the distribution of materials promoting LGBT relationships to minors. In 2013, a law criminalising the distribution of LGBT propaganda among minors was created as an addendum to existing child protection law. The law has resulted in numerous arrests of LGBT citizens opposing the law, and there has reportedly been a surge of homophobic propaganda, violence and even hate crimes, many of whom use the law as justification. The current situation is that the age of consent stands at 16 since 2003. Regardless of sexual orientation, transgender people can change their legal gender after medical procedures since 1997. Homosexuality was officially removed from the Russian list of mental illnesses in 1999. With adoption, single people within Russia, regardless of their sexual orientation, can adopt children. Russian children can be adopted by a single homosexual person who lives in a foreign country, provided that the country doesn't recognise same-sex marriage. However, a couple can adopt a child only if they are a heterosexual couple.
82% of LGBT youth had problems during the previous year with bullying about sexual orientation. 64% felt unsafe at school due to sexual orientation. 44% felt unsafe at school due to gender identification. 32% did not go to school for at least one day because they felt unsafe. 42% of LGBT youth had experienced cyberbullying, 25% more than once. 35% received online threats, and 58% has said something bad to them or about them online. LGBT youth rejected by their families are 3 times likely to have abuse problems. 20% of the homeless youth are LGBT. In comparison, the general youth population is only 10% LGBT.
I came out as bisexual in December 2011. I was terrified of what people would think, especially my mum, as we've always been really close, and to lose her would have torn me apart. My mum, my sister, my brother, my grandparents and my friends were really supportive, but my dad and his side of the family weren't as much. Over the years, my dad has made multiple homophobic and transphobic comments in front of me, which really does hurt when it's from someone who's supposed to love you unconditionally. When I was in year 10 of high school, some younger students, probably year 7 or 8, started talking about me very loudly in regards to my sexuality, and I just found it so rude and disrespectful. Often I used to be told that I was lying about my sexuality and making it up for attention and copying a girl I knew. But now I'm at a place where I'm surrounded by people who are accepting of who I am, no matter what. And it's so good. I mean, it's a bit cliche, but it does get better, and there are people who will love you and care about you no matter what, and will love you for who you